The HRV was right yesterday. I did my ride, I felt all right. And then just like a bit of a tickle in the throat developed yesterday evening. And then, yeah, it's pretty clear that I've got some sort of illness that I picked up, but nothing major. It's still just in my throat, really. I woke up this morning with it in my throat and checked my HRV, and my HRV is like super good. But I know that I still need I've actually got this illness in the system. I don't know if that's the case where when you're actually ill, your heart rate variability kind of returns to normal. It's just your HRV tanks prior to illness, and then it goes back to normal when you're actually ill. But obviously, I'm not going to train through illness, so I might do a 1 hour recovery spin on the turbo today, and maybe tomorrow I'm feeling better and I do just like 2 hours zone 2 easy. Then have another rest day, and then try and do like a deload session. I think that's quite a realistic return to training, and I mean, I'm on a rest week anyway, so definitely going to be taking it nice and easy today, and yeah, just see how the week unfolds. Get up now. Go have a mid brekkie. It's the next day. Didn't get on with much yesterday. Was quite tired in the morning. Never felt too bad, but gradually got better and better over the course of the day. So didn't end up doing too much in the morning. Just like took the dogs for a walk, did my washing sort of thing. But then in the afternoon, I felt a bit more lively. Was able to get a few more things done. Then again this morning, didn't sleep very well last night. Just couldn't sleep. Just the nature of my sleep, you know. Sometimes I just lie in bed awake for hours on end. Feeling a bit worse this morning, but like now that I've been up for a couple of hours, I'm feeling a bit more lively and ready to do some stuff. But with it still being in my throat, what I'm thinking is, well, I'm going to take the day as it comes, but I'm going to start off with doing some rehab exercises this morning. Just take the dogs for a walk, throw the ball for the dogs. And then maybe just do a gym session, maybe not bother with a ride, do a little 1 hour recovery ride tomorrow, but maybe do a gym session today, do an alternative stimulus. Start off with some rehab work and then take the dogs for a walk and then probably gym, but maybe not ride today. But yeah. I haven't taken any ibuprofen or paracetamol today, and yeah, just started out feeling a little bit rough, but yeah, feeling good today. Took the dogs for a walk and yeah, cracking on with the gym session now. So just moving for my squats after the rehab work I did this morning. I feel like got a lot of achiness in my left leg, and I feel like it's all tied to like tightness in my left glute. It's like tightness in my left glute, my left back, my left psoas, all that complex combined. And I feel like that's where the power loss comes from. Keep on top of the rehab. I've got physio in a couple of weeks, so hopefully you can give me some ideas of what might be causing that and next steps going forward. But yeah, crack on with the rest of this gym session. Funny, for the last like 3 days or so, my HRV has been quite normal. It's like rebounded to like almost like better than baseline. And again, the same this morning. But yeah, in the mornings, I'm feeling like so rough. I'm just like so phlegmy from the night before. Like I've got no voice because so much phlegm, even though I'm coughing it up. Like it's still in my throat. Yeah, my nose is feeling really sore as well this morning. Last 2 days, I've felt a bit rough in the morning, then I get so much better over the course of the day. So yeah, what I'm thinking is stick to what I was planning. So I did just gym yesterday, no riding, but today is on the old plan at least. It's a rest day, so I'm going to do an active recovery ride. Maybe like push like very low zone 2, see how the heart rate's responding, get an idea of what's going on. Then tomorrow I've technically got a session, but depends how I'm feeling for that. I might just get outside for a ride and just see how the sensations are. It's a very easy session actually, and I was actually thinking I could probably get away with doing it outside. That'll be much more enjoyable. Get out on the TCR outside because the weather's is actually turning around. I was feeling so happy the last couple of days with just looking outside and seeing some blue skies after months of grey. You know, like I've spent so long indoors on the turbo. You know, and part of that's been bad weather. Part of that's been the training sessions that I've designed. They don't lend themselves to being done outdoors. Well, they're a lot hard. They're really technical, so they're quite hard to do outdoors, like doing specific erg mode sessions and keeping track of all those sprints. Then of course the TT tempo work. I don't have any long flat stretches of road to do TT tempo work on. Living in Sheffield, it's way too hilly. With the weather turning, I'm moving to a different training plan, like more race preparation stuff. I'll be getting outside a lot more. Well, now the weather's turning, and yeah, actually be able to enjoy some fresh air. Just taking the dogs for a walk the last couple of days. It's just been nice, you know. Nice easy day today. Probably do an hour spin on the turbo, see what the heart rate's looking like, then chill out for the rest of the day to walk the dogs again, do some more writing, and trying to write a book. So I was really enjoying doing that for a couple of hours, like 3 or 4 hours yesterday. We'll see what we get up to today. I'm fucking awful, but I feel alright. I feel good. Right, took the dogs for a walk, did my rehab exercises. Feel really weird in the nose, like I'm about to sneeze constantly, but kind of doing a recovery ride now. So first half an hour at like recovery pace, so like 180 watts. And then I'll push it to low zone 2 for the next half an hour. Just see how the heart rate responds, see if it's not going absolutely bonkers. But yeah, it feels nice under control. At the moment, I'm just thinking I'll get out for a zone 2 ride tomorrow outdoors and just see how it goes. Like I just feel a bit rough in the morning, and then during the course of the day I feel much better. I feel absolutely fine now. I'm cracking on with other things instead, so it's like might as well try and get back to riding. If I feel like absolute trash after doing a proper ride tomorrow, like yeah, obviously ease back, but I think I'm in a good state to get back into riding and finish off the rest of this week and then back to proper training next week. I'll have half a jam sandwich and then push up to low zone 2. Half an hour, 220-ish watts, so low zone 2, and yeah, heart rate seems nice under control. About that dryness in my nose, but other than that, like, feel fine. So yeah, hop off and then get out for a proper ride tomorrow. Look at that, lovely blue skies. Very tickly in my nose at the moment, so I reckon I'll have a buff, because it's still quite cold out. If I have a buff over my nose, keep the nostrils a bit warmer. But yeah, gonna get out for just take it nice and steady. Because yeah, not feeling amazing, but it's been a couple of days, so I'm gonna have a crack at a ride, see how I respond to it, and yeah, get out on a lovely day like this. It's really nice for the rest of the week, so hopefully I can just get out for the next few days and gradually start to get better. But yeah, just taking it very steady and doing it to feel. Shorts and sunshine, this is what it's all about. Yeah, looking forward to this. Get out for a nice easy ride and yeah, just take it steady, see how we go. I mean, my heart rate was nice and under control yesterday, just doing a recovery ride and then going to low zone 2, so I imagine I should be absolutely fine. It's just maybe felt a bit worse than expected this morning and last night especially. Well, no, like 5 o'clock in the morning when I woke up. But yeah, get out and enjoy some nice weather. Start working on the tan lines. 2 and a bit hours into the ride now, just taking it nice and steady really. Yeah, feeling nice and under control, and doesn't feel like anything getting worse. Still feels the same with real dryness in the nose, so been using the buff just to try and keep a bit warmer up there. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's getting chesty at all, it's all in my throat. So yeah, just I mean, I'd be happy to stay out for another top it up to like 3 hours, but I'll head back now. It'd be about 2.5. And yeah, it's probably going to take a bit out of me. I'll probably pass out when I get home, have a bit of a nap, I reckon. But yeah, it's been good to get out. Great weather, so really very much appreciate that. Was actually riding on a bit of a Prospect sporting time trial course for the summer. Yeah, the road's horrible, so not sure I want to do that one. Not sure I'm as keen for that one as I was before, but yeah, we'll have a see. Life's just better with blue skies, isn't it? It's so nice. Right, let's see if I'm Hopefully I'm no worse for wear than when I started. I treat myself with the goated bag of squashies, this double bag. So it was obviously meant to like cut it here and split it in two, because I'm meant to be like smaller bags, but obviously failed to do that. So the rare double bag, pretty epic. Love me squashies. First day where I'm starting to feel a bit more myself again. Yeah, still waking up like super phlegmy and a bit of a sore throat, but yeah, my nostrils aren't so sore as they have been. So I don't think I'll have to be wearing the buff over my nose to keep them warm. And it's another lovely day, so I'll be getting out for 3 odd hours, I reckon. And my heart rate variability has been fine since. My heart rate variability was really bad on the Sunday, and then symptoms developed on Sunday evening. But Monday, it's Friday now, so Monday to Thursday, my heart rate variability has been back to normal, even though I haven't really been feeling great. So for me, I think it's just been the resting heart rate is more significant, because that was definitely elevated. Like heart rate variability returned to normal, but resting heart rate for these readings were higher than expected, more like in like a 55 to 60 beat per minute range, where normal range is more like 50 to 55. And today's kind of the first day where it's coming back down into that normal range, I'd say, on the higher end of it. That's an interesting thing to note, that for me, maybe it's not necessarily the heart rate variability, but it's the resting heart rate associated with that heart rate variability. Continue having a look at the data and figuring out what it actually means for me. But yeah, another lovely day, so I'll be getting out again. God, we've missed this sunshine. As I expected, I was completely wiped out after my ride yesterday. Did a little bit of writing, but not a huge amount. And then got an early night and slept for like 11 hours. And yeah, so definitely feeling a lot better this morning. With me feeling good today, I was thinking, what if the heart rate variability is absolutely tanked? And then what do I do? Because obviously it was indicative of the illness on Sunday. So if it was absolutely tanked today, then I'd be like, shit, what do I do? That's the thing with introducing an extra tracking metric. If you're going to read into it at all, then it just like complicates the training a little bit more. It's like if you're trying to do a session and trying to keep it to a specific heart rate and power, like controlling two variables at once. It does make life easier if you're doing it to one variable. So just like power and RPE, well, two variables like power and RPE. Like when I do my threshold or tempo sessions, it's to an RPE of like the feeling of what I should be able to sustain for a couple of hours. But then I've also got a sort of target wattage in mind. Thankfully, it all lines up, so I don't need to be like second guessing getting out on the bike today. It should be absolutely fine. And look at this! Can't even see the sun so bright, mate. God, you don't realise seasonal depression's real until I've been fine. My mental health's been really good for the past year and a half. Even not working a 9 to 5, where you really get affected by the lack of sunshine, where you're cooped up in the office for the only hours of the day that do have sunlight. It still affects you though, but it's so nice, isn't it? God, I miss this. Still mad phlegmy. I'm like a cat coughing shit up. Oh my god, man. Right, this is going to be one to remember if I make it home. If I make it home, this will be a great story. I remain really calm. I remain extremely, because it's a nice day. I've stayed super calm for it, no frustration at all. But yeah, so today's 28th of February. It's my sister's birthday, so my parents have actually gone to Cambridge to visit her. So I'm getting out for a ride by myself, and I'm like, if I get a really bad mechanical, I'm kind of fucked here. I can't call for help. I can call my brother actually, but I've just checked my phone and I've got no signal. So I mean, I could go down. Worst case scenario, I could roll the bike down there and phone him from there. But yeah, I was thinking, what's the worst case scenario of what could happen? Probably my chain snap. I mean, I've got a chain that's been a bit dodgy because I had to like cut it multiple times, so it's got multiple quick links on it. And I'm like, what if my chain snaps? I haven't had that happen before, but what are the chain snaps? And then I'm totally fucked, aren't I? And guess, lo and behold, two hours
what, 2 hours 20 into my ride, and cluck, and yep, the chain's gone. And it's like bent the quick link. I'll show you in a minute. So I was trying to bend, and thankfully I'm like by this metal rail, so I was trying to like use my multi-tool to bash the quick link to be straight again, because it's completely bent. But yeah, that wasn't working. It's steel. It's steel. It was able to bend out of place, but whacking it back into place, that's not happening. But thankfully, because I'm an idiot, and I've had to cut this chain multiple times from when I got it completely jammed, where the chain was too short, and I like went into my big ring, big gear, and the chain would like lock up. I'd had to cut the chain to fix that. So I've got like 4 quick links on the chain, I think, 3 or 4 quick links. And the next quick link along was a section of chain. Like, found the shortest section of chain to the next quick link. I was able to break that next quick link because they're not the Shimano ones that are really tight. So I broke that next quick link, and then I've removed that section of chain and added the working quick link. So I'm in a weird gear. Hopefully I can be in like the middle of the cassette. It's not stretched that far. I'll just like find the gear where it's not going to get jammed. Maybe I can go like middle of the cassette, and then I hopefully can pedal home in this gear. So I'm like out in the middle of nowhere, got no signal, but just need to get along there, and then I'm back to Manchester Road, and then I can make it most of the way. It's not bad getting back from here at all. So yeah, I'm gonna have a go at that with my dodgy setup, and see if that works. If not, I'll be hitchhiking or try and get signal. I don't have signal, so I can go in some of the houses. I could probably go in some houses and see if I could use their landline. If I make it further along the road, but then the bike dies on me. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the solution I came up with. Like I said, I kept nice and calm. Didn't have a spare quick link. I'll put that in. Make sure that's in the saddlebag from now on. But these are some like crap quick links. Fuck you, Amazon. Round 2. But yeah, it's been a nice ride so far. I've just been around Bradfield and going up and down the hills. Big stress on the chain, obviously. But yeah, get home now. I have got a new wax chain that I've been putting on the bike, and it's the same as the gear cables. Like I buy the new gear cable, or I buy the new chain, and I'm like, no, I'll like use the old one for a bit longer, till it needs replacing, and then I literally wear it out until it fucking breaks on me. But yeah, I'll try and crack on with my ride. I've spent long enough faffing here, so yeah, let's see if I can make it home. That'll be a good story. Mate, this bike is fine. I can use every gear other than the big ring, like little ring, and I can even get up into the easiest gears. It's absolutely fine. Something like Ali in his prime. We made it home. Let's go. God, it's funny that. I'll remember that one for sure. Just under 3 hours, unconventional finish to the ride. Had to freewheel down Manchester Road, trying to get aero, but yeah, lovely day for it. So yeah, can't complain. That's the little bastard. Nice tight chain for the low gears. Felt quite nice actually. Down. Apple. Oi! Come back. Jets, come here. Lie down. Apple. Banana. Grapefruit. Watermelon. Okay. Hey guys, it's Saturday and we're getting out on the stallion, baby. Yeah, it's been nice the last few days, so getting out on the summer bike. Yeah, gonna have a crack at a couple of sprints today, and it's a little bit less windy, so I'm going to try the short sleeves and see. I mean, it's quite cold yesterday, to be honest, so hopefully it's all right today. It's like 10 degrees or so, but it's always windy out in Peak, but hopefully it's not too windy today. Still super phlegmy this morning, so but that's been the norm, and I feel absolutely fine. So get out on the ride and have a crack at these couple of sprints and maybe some high torque efforts, but I'll just play it to ear really. Like I've got like I'd ideally get like a deload sprint and high torque session done this week, so this is going to be the day to do it if I am going to do it. So yeah, get outside and see what I can manage. But yeah, got myself a spare quick link in case I snap this chain as well. I've actually got a new cassette on here that I haven't ridden outside yet. 1134. Cracking on with the ride. Done some sprints and tried a 20-second effort, and then I had to do a bit of an effort up Roper Hill. I was going to be like, I'll start off at 400 watts to the hairpin and then do a 30-second effort, but it was like 2-minute max power rather than 30-second max power for that. But yeah, it was decent. I felt just like 950 for 20 seconds, and sprints weren't great. I'm getting the hang of doing the out of the saddle sprints because I've been doing them indoors, and I'm consistent with the resistance, whereas outdoors you need to select the gear. There's a lot more of an art to it, and getting out of the saddle properly, rocking the bike back and forth, and I just feel a bit laboured. It doesn't quite feel natural, but it's just picking the right gear and getting the right, so you're getting the right cadence. But yeah, keep practicing that, keep doing outdoor sprints again now that the weather's decent and I haven't got slick dirty roads that you're gonna get some wheel slippage on, do some sketchy sprints. I'll work on that over the next 6 months. Just keep getting better at it. Gonna try and do some high torque efforts, moving out to a bit of a hill up to Stanage, and I'll try my minimum 3x3 minutes, try 95 newton meters, like aiming for 420 watts, 42 rpm, but I likely will struggle to hit that, so I'll see what I manage. Woeful dear. Yeah, also having issues on this bike, so I changed out the front chain set to a chain set I used to use on this bike. It worked fine, so this is like a Tiagra one. I moved from 105 one, and then I moved back to this Tiagra one with a new big chainring, and I tried to lift into the little ring like 3 times, and each time it gets jammed between the 2 chain rings. So I didn't think the spacing was vastly different, but or maybe it's the case with the 11-speed chain, because the Tiger is technically 10-speed. With an 11-speed chain, it can fit in that gap, same with a 12-speed chain, whereas a 10-speed chain is going to be too wide to fit in that gap. But I wouldn't have thought the gap would be that big to have the chain get jammed in there, but obviously is the case. And also the sizing of the 2 chain rings is slightly different to what I had before, but yeah, so I moved back to the 105 11-speed chain set I've got, because yeah, I was just planning on putting that on a different bike, but I will have to go back on this one because I can't use the front mech, so I had to do Roper Hill in the big ring, which is why I ended up doing it as a bit of a almost a 30-second effort. But it also lets you know that it is possible to get up those 10-15% short hills if you're whacking 600 watts in the big ring. So yeah, that's good to know. Nice little dabble with intensity there. Nothing groundbreaking, of course, but I was able to get some done. I didn't feel horrible, didn't feel great. I'll feel a little bit of chestiness, and I'll feel a little bit chesty this evening, but that's just been the case for the past few days. Don't do anything crazy, but yeah, I'm able to ride and just gradually get back into things, and yeah, feeling good. So I need to get out in this sort of weather, you know. I can't not after being inside for so long. Yeah, didn't realise how much I've been doing it until like I started getting out again. It's like bloody hell, January, February, I was just on the turbo constantly. On the SRAM 1x special today, with a 50-tooth 1x. Look at that dust. All this like, all the little salt on the roads. So dusty, look at that. Woo. 50-tooth 1x with a 1134 works alright. I mean, it's hard out in Sheffield. When you get to a steep pitch, you're going to have to do a bit of a dig, or a significant dig. But yeah, it works alright. But I'm going to try to have a look at what's wrong with that chain set and try and figure out what's wrong with it, but then just switch it out for the one that I know that works, you know. So dusty. Look at that. White roads. Wash. Right now, outside with a power meter for the first time in fucking ages. Right, try and figure out what's wrong with that chain set. Also, cut the new chain for the other bike. A little bit of bike maintenance this evening, I reckon. Not entirely sure what's wrong, but it keeps dropping the chain, so it keeps trying to shift into the little ring. Unless I'm in like my easiest gear, it gets stuck in between the two. And like I said, it's Tiagra, so I guess it's 10 speed. So a 10 speed chain is going to be wider than an 11 speed chain. They can get away with a bigger gap because the chain's not going to get stuck because it's a bit wider. But yeah, I used to have this chain set on the 11 speed TCR and it was fine. I mean, I've changed out the chain ring. It's a new big chain ring, but it's the exact same model for the Tiagra 4700. And it's the same little ring. I've gone from a 52-36 to a 50-36, so it's not a 50-34 like the standard jump, but we wouldn't have thought 2 would make a difference. I mean, the gap looks quite big compared to this 11-speed one. This 11-speed one will definitely be fine, and it was fine when I had it on the bike last year. But yeah, it's a bit strange because not very sure why. If it is that this gap is too big, then how come I had it on the bike for ages and it was fine? Yeah, a bit weird that. So I couldn't actually tell it was broken when I had it in the sand like a couple of months ago when I changed out that chain set, because when I shift into the little ring, it like balances itself in between the two front chain rings, and I'm able to like pedal the bike in the stand and shift through, and then I'm able to shift back into the big ring. And I didn't even notice that it wasn't actually on the teeth. But obviously out on the road, you've got no traction when the chain's not locked onto any teeth. So yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Sorted out the other bike, put the 11-speed 105 chain set on there, so good to ride tomorrow. Look how efficient my drivetrain is. This is crazy. Right, big, and then add a link, and then take the link off because it's a power link. Yes, I checked the GCM video before resizing a chain every single time. That's a chain I waxed a while ago when I put a new chain on the TCR. I just waxed two at once, so this is a 10-speed chain, so I'll get this going on the winter bike. There we go. Just sorted out the new chain, and I can cross chain if I really have to. Yep, bare front shifting on the mechanical Tiagra compared to the old school Autogrids is a very old group set. They're probably about as old as each other actually. But yeah. Another lovely day. Getting out for around 2.5 hours with Zach. I want to take it nice and easy today, so I'll probably sit on his wheel a lot. I feel fine when I'm after a couple of hours to get ready, come to terms with the day, you know. But when I wake up in the morning, my throat's so sore, and it's just the amount of phlegm. It's so thick. It's disgusting. So I'm thinking I've got a rest day tomorrow. And yeah, I kind of just want to get it out of my system, you know. Like I feel like it's just the lining of my throat's kind of gone, even though I'm not pushing it with the riding, it's a little bit too much stimulus that it's the throat's still not feeling great. But hopefully that will clear up in the next few days. Like I say, have a rest day tomorrow, maybe double rest day, well, nice and easy today, maybe even rest day Tuesday, just to completely clear it and then get back to normal training. But yeah, get out for this ride now. Lovely ride to end the week, that. Try to keep it as steady as I can. Obviously still need to push a little bit on some of the steep pitches, but yeah, right, make it nice and easy tomorrow. Have lots of soup, cups of tea, hopefully sort out this sore throat. Yeah. Mr. just chilling in the sunshine. What are you two doing in there? Jet, lie down, lie down.